Imagine a vehicle that costs more than a private jet, a machine valued higher than a luxury mansion, or even a small private island. It sounds like a fantasy, yet one specific car shattered all expectations. Its price tag left the global automotive industry in absolute shock. We are talking about a sum of money that defies logic. So what exactly makes a single car worth tens of millions of dollars? Let us dive into the story of the most expensive car ever sold. This is the tale of the Mercedes-Benz 300 SLR Uhlenhaut Coupe. The year was 2022. The setting was a private auction. The world watched as history was made in the most dramatic fashion possible. One of these incredibly rare vehicles was sold for approximately $143 million. That is enough capital to purchase hundreds of modern sports cars. This monumental sale set a new world record. It instantly became the most expensive car in human history, leaving all other contenders behind. But to understand this price, we must look past the numbers. This was never just an ordinary classic car. It was something truly unique. Our journey begins in the 1950s. This was a golden era of automotive ambition, where manufacturers competed fiercely to build the fastest machines. Mercedes-Benz was at the forefront of this movement. They wanted to create a vehicle that pushed the boundaries of what was physically possible. The engineers looked toward the track for inspiration. They wanted to bring racing performance to a machine that could be driven on the road. The design process was intense. Every curve and line was crafted with a singular purpose: to slice through the air with minimal resistance. They utilized a lightweight body construction. Every gram was accounted for, ensuring the car remained agile and incredibly responsive at high speeds. Under the hood sat a powerful engine. It was a masterpiece of mechanical engineering, designed to deliver raw power with precision and reliability. The aerodynamics were revolutionary for the time. The car looked like it belonged in the future, far removed from the standard vehicles of the 50s. When tested, the results were staggering. It could reach speeds of around 290 kilometers per hour. This capability made it one of the fastest cars on the planet. But speed alone does not explain a $143 million price tag. Many classic cars are fast, yet they do not reach such astronomical values. The secret lies in its extreme scarcity. The Uhlenhaut Coupe is not just rare, it is practically non-existent in the private market. Only 2 of these vehicles were ever produced by Mercedes-Benz. 2. That is the entire global population of this specific model. This level of rarity is almost impossible to comprehend. For collectors, it represents the ultimate prize, a trophy that cannot be replicated. Its connection to motorsport history is another vital factor. It carries the legacy of Mercedes-Benz racing heritage in every single bolt and panel. The combination of advanced engineering, limited production, and historical weight transformed it into a priceless artifact of human achievement. For those who collect the world's finest machines, owning this car is like owning a piece of history that simply cannot be replaced. The vehicle bears the name of its creator, Rudolf Uhlenhaut. He was one of the most respected and brilliant engineers in the history of the brand. Uhlenhaut was not just a designer, he was a visionary. He understood the machine better than anyone else because he helped bring it to life. Legend has it that he used this race-inspired machine as his personal transportation. Imagine seeing this car on a regular city street. While everyone else was driving slower, more conventional vehicles, Uhlenhaut was behind the wheel of a high-performance racing prototype. To the people of the 1950s, seeing this car must have felt like witnessing a machine from the future. It was completely out of place. It stood as a testament to what happens when an engineer is given the freedom to build their absolute dream machine without compromises. Today, we live in a world of extreme luxury cars. Brands like Bugatti, Rolls-Royce, and Pagani define the modern standard of high-end motoring. These modern hypercars are wonders of technology. They feature handcrafted interiors, carbon fiber bodies, and engines that produce immense power. They can cost several $1 million, which is a massive amount of money. They represent the pinnacle of current automotive manufacturing. Yet, even when compared to these extraordinary modern machines, the Uhlenhaut Coupe stands in a league entirely of its own. It is not just about the luxury or the performance. It is about the story, the scarcity, and the era from which it emerged. Modern cars are built in small batches, but they are still manufactured. The Uhlenhaut Coupe is a relic of a different time. This makes the comparison difficult. One is a product of modern efficiency, while the other is a singular work of historical art. So, could any car ever break this record? It is certainly possible in the world of high-stakes collecting and rare assets. As rare cars grow older, they often become more desirable. The passage of time only adds to their legend and their market appeal. Collectors are often willing to pay enormous amounts to secure a piece of history. The market for such items is incredibly competitive. However, surpassing a $140 million barrier would be an extremely difficult challenge for any future vehicle to overcome. It would require a perfect storm of factors. A future challenger would need to possess a unique combination of qualities. First, it would need to be exceptionally rare. Scarcity is the primary driver of value in the world of high-end automotive collecting. Second, it would need immense historical significance. It must be a car that changed the way we think about driving or engineering. Third, it would need engineering excellence that stands the test of time. It must be a machine that is still respected decades later. Finally, it would need global demand. There must be enough wealthy collectors who recognize the value and are willing to bid. Without these elements, a car is just a car. With them, it becomes an investment, a symbol, and a piece of cultural heritage. The Mercedes-Benz 300 SLR Uhlenhaut Coupe is far more than just a means of transportation. It is a symbol of human ambition. It represents the intersection of art and science. It shows us what can be achieved when passion meets technical mastery. The car stands as a monument to a time when the limits of speed were being redefined every single day on the track. With its record-breaking value, it solidified its place in history. It is now part of the conversation regarding the world's greatest treasures. It proves that a car can be much more than a tool for travel. It can become a priceless piece of human innovation. When we look at this car, we see the history of the 20th century. We see the progress of technology and the evolution of design. It remains a beacon for enthusiasts and engineers alike. It reminds us that some objects are truly timeless in their appeal. The legacy of the Uhlenhaut Coupe will continue to grow. Even as new cars are built, this one will remain the benchmark. It is a reminder that value is often defined by the story behind the object. The story of this Mercedes is truly one of a kind. We have explored the speed, the history, and the sheer rarity of this machine. It is a story that captures the imagination. From the drafting tables of the 50s to the auction block of the modern day, it has traveled a long and incredible path. It stands as a testament to the enduring power of great design. It is a car that will never be forgotten by those who love machines. The Mercedes-Benz 300 SLR Uhlenhaut Coupe remains the ultimate icon, a priceless piece of automotive history that continues to inspire.